The date, June 6, 1944. Operation Overlord, the largest offensive in military history, had gone as the Allies planned. American, British, and Canadian troops, supported by 3 airborne divisions, landed in Normandy under extensive enemy fire. While the operation succeeded in crushing the German defense, the cost to the Allies was many thousands of dead. German positions along the coastline of northern France were obliterated, and the Allies threatened the remaining defensive lines. The U.S. Army, led by General Bradley, moved in the direction of Cherbourg, while British and Canadian forces under the command of General Montgomery approached the town of Caen as the door to the German defense in Paris. June 12, 1944. The British 4th Armored Division were set to assault the town of Villers-Bocage, which appeared to be an easy target, being defended by only a handful of German infantry, with no heavy weapon or armor support. The British hoped that by June 13, they would secure the town. Doing so would open a southern flank towards Caen. Conquering Caen would then allow the Allies to approach Paris in several days, and thus seal the fate of the German forces in France. All that stood in the way of an easy victory at Villers-Bocage was a handful of tanks of the 501st Heavy Tank Battalion, led by Obersturmführer Michael Wittmann. Not only were the Germans in Caen depending on their success, but so too were all the German forces in France. If they held out, so would the Western Front. Wittmann and his fellow tankmen had every faith in the Tiger, which they believed was the best tank in the world. Not because of the vigorous rhetoric from their leaders back in Germany, but because they had seen what the tank could do in battle. Whilst fighting in Kursk and in East Ukraine, packs of agile Russian T-34s had stubbornly thrown themselves at the German tanks, only to be overwhelmed by the Tiger's formidable gun and resilient armor. The group was cautiously heading towards Villers-Bocage to bolster the pitiful resistance. It was not a good time to be a German soldier, even inside the formidable Tiger. The enemy dominated the skies of Normandy. The Tiger, while unsurpassed on the ground, stood little chance against the Allied Typhoon fighter bombers with their determined armor-penetrating rockets. Even if they could get to Villers-Bocage undetected, they'd still have to face numerous Allied Sherman and Cromwell tanks, which outnumbered them 7-1. Wittmann knew the odds were stacked against them. However, he and his men were determined to go out in a blaze of glory, taking as many of the enemy with them as possible. Several kilometers from Villers-Bocage, his fears were realized when he heard the distant approach of plane engines. He concluded that the approaching planes were probably Allied, so he barked the order to head for cover and get the tanks out of sight. Otherwise, their mission would be over before it had begun. Allied fighter bombers are fast approaching. If the column does not find suitable cover, and quickly, the enemy planes will obliterate the tanks. There is a disused farm area up ahead. This may provide cover.
Blokes turn out to be good fighters.
Although the disused farm building provides suitable cover from the plains, the danger is far from over. A group of British commandos have fortified the bridge up ahead. What's more, if they discover the tanks, then they will surely call back the planes via the APC radio station. The bridge must be secured and the APC destroyed. However, it will have to be handled on foot.
Not to worry. In the evening we'll get some schnapps to ease the pain.
Gott im Himmel!
Well, it's time to get ready for the worst. I could do with a pint.
Now it's getting hot!
I will
German
lead you to
soldier
the
would
field
rather
of
die than miss the
glory!
attack.
Tough
Charge!
luck!
I'm the one for the party!
Gott mit uns!
A German soldier would rather die than miss the attack. Charge!
Want to play Katze und Maus? I will lead you to the field of glory! All right, boys. Who wants a medal for courage?
The shame of the Third Reich! Let's tear them down!
All right, boys. Who wants a medal for courage?
Glad my mother did not see this.
I will lead you to the field.
Be better.
World of hurt. These blokes turn out to be good fighters.
Something must have gotten into my eye. A German soldier would rather die than miss the attack. Charge! Let's tear them down!
Gott mit uns!
Eat this, Schweine!
I'm the one for the party!
Hello from Stuttgart!
Want to play Katze und Maus?
This will teach you some manners! Zum Teufel! We're just wasting our ammo!
This wound was not part of the plan.
Gott im Himmel!
Want to play Katze und Maus?
Let's tear them down!
I'm the one for the party!
Now it's getting hot! A German soldier would rather die than miss the attack. Charge!
All right, boys. Who wants a medal for courage?
encounter with the enemy planes and infantry hadn't troubled the Germans, and they defiantly continued towards Villers-Bocage, knowing that any moment scores of Allied armor in the vicinity could attack. To save fuel, which wasn't available until they reached the village, they'd shut down their tank engines just as some other German soldiers appeared. The infantry sergeant told the Obersturmführer that they had been posted to the outlying regions surrounding the town to report on Allied activity. He warned that a column of Allied armor, preceded by reconnaissance units, was fast approaching the position. Wittmann reasoned that if the reconnaissance units could be taken care of first, the enemy column would have no forewarning and could be ambushed, leaving them no time to call for reinforcements. The sergeant was instructed to lie in wait by the road, while the tanks were ordered to move into an ambush position behind the tree line. Wittmann ordered his driver to fire up the engine, but it spluttered and died. The Obersturmführer was not one to miss out on a battle, so ordered the commander and crew of the number 222 Tiger to disembark so he and his crew could use the tank instead. Much to his dismay, the other commander was also ordered to see to Wittmann's stricken tank, which was creating a big problem. Not only did it make them a tank down, but it was right in the middle of a field in full view of the road. The enemy recon units would need to be neutralized, and quickly. The Obersturmführer's tank lies vulnerable in full view of the road. The enemy reconnaissance units will soon spot the tank, and unless destroyed, will alert the Allied column approaching the position. If this happens, the enemy will be able to call in reinforcements. Therefore, the reconnaissance units must be taken out at all costs.
Gott mit uns!
My lord. These Germans are possessed. All we can do now is pray. I could do with a pint. It's time to get ready for the worst. It's time to get ready for the worst.
Of glory! Was denn in Stalingrad?
Time to get ready for the worst.
Much to the Germans' delight, the ambush was a success. They hadn't expected to survive against some of the best enemy crews. As it turned out, the Allied tanks were helpless in the claws of an enraged tiger. The Obersturmführer's tank was still out of action, so he and his crew remained in control of the number 222 Tiger. Meanwhile, the other commander and crew remained behind with the order to fix Wittmann's tank. The two tanks set off towards Villers-Bocage at full speed. On the way, Wittmann and his men discussed the allies they had just obliterated. They'd noticed that while belonging to the 4th Armored Division, the enemy tanks had no command insignia. They deduced that the enemy staff tanks and whatever was left of the regiment must still be near, or worse still, within the confines of the town itself. Upon approaching the town, it was obvious the defending German units had fled. Despite this, the Obersturmführer and his men drove forward in a defiant mood, singing loudly about the glory of Germany. As they entered the town, the other tank was ambushed by an Allied bazooka squad. The Germans' mood changed to terror and panic, and their fighting spirit returned. Wittmann was furious, and vowing violent revenge, drove his tank headlong into the enemy. The other tank is lost, and only the Tiger remains. In spite of this, the enemy must be driven back before they have a chance to establish their defenses in the town. Furthermore, there are several Allied staff tanks in the vicinity. These too must be destroyed, but cautiously.
This can't be! First, looks like they've run us into a trap. Shame of the Third Reich! Wow, tough luck! im Himmel!
Who told these Germans to shoot so good?
Gott mit uns! Let's tear them down!
It's time to get ready for the worst. Aim on it. I could do it a pint.
All right, boys. Who wants a medal for courage?
Well, it's time to get ready for the worst.
I'm the one for the party!
Time to get ready for the worst. Oh my lord. All we can do now is pray.
Let's tear them down!
This one's for you, mate!
Gott im Himmel!
I'm injured bad.
A German soldier would rather die than miss the attack. Charge!
These Germans. Oh my lord! Those turn out to be good.
Yet more bad luck. Now this Tiger's engine has broken down, and there are no spare parts. The area is still full of hostile forces. The tank will have to be abandoned for now, but will be of use if it can be repaired later.
Not to worry. In the evening we'll get some Schnaps.
That one had my name on it. He's blood. This big. These Germans are possessed. This one's for you, mate.
Despite being reduced to only one Tiger, Wittmann and his men made a serious impact on the Allied forces attempting to conquer Villers-Bocage. All staff tanks of the British Fourth Armored Division were destroyed, leaving the remainder of the regiment in disarray. Towards the end of the battle, bad luck once again struck the Obersturmführer as the Tiger he commandeered broke down. The men had little option other than to abandon the tank and escape. After leaving the town, Wittmann and his men made their way back to a nearby German command post. Here they met up with the other tank commander and his crew, who had recently finished repairing Wittmann's tank, the number 205 Tiger. The Obersturmführer devised his most daring plan to date: to drive through the enemy defenses and reach the stricken Tiger, which he had previously abandoned. Villers-Bocage lies less than a mile ahead. However, reaching the abandoned Tiger is currently unachievable. The enemy has bolstered the defenses since the last visit and has set up several heavy gun emplacements along the outskirts of the town. The outer defenses must fall before the goal of securing the abandoned Tiger becomes achievable.
Guns mit
for the
uns!
party!
All we can do now is pray. Turn out to be good fighters. It's not our day.
Want to play Katze und Maus? I will lead you to the field of glory!
Pray. These blokes turn out to be good fighters. Oh, my lord. We're in a world pint. For you, mate! Thanks for leaving my brain inside my skull. Well, it's time to get ready for the worst. This one's for you. These Germans are possessed.
I'm the one for the party! Want to play Katze und Maus? Alright, boys. Who wants a medal for courage?
boys. Who wants a medal for courage? I will lead you to the field of glory.
At last, the German offensive, consisting of a single Tiger and just a handful of men, returned to Villers-Bocage. Although the outskirt defenses were obliterated, the Allies had entrenched themselves within the town itself, and in the center, the stricken number 222 Tiger lay surrounded by enemy tanks and heavy gun emplacements. The tank appeared to be in good condition, as though in their haste to fortify the town, the Allies had simply ignored it. The only chance the Germans had was to reach the abandoned Tiger and hope to repair it before the enemy was fully alerted. If they could accomplish this, then the chance lay open to drive the Allies from the town once and for all. Villers-Bocage lies ahead once more. The Allies have fortified the town and called in armored support following the decimation of the 4th Armored Division. The Tiger remains in place, seemingly unnoticed by the Allies as they are busy improving the defenses.
Guns
Mit
for the
uns!
party!
See us dead. These Germans are possessed. This one's for you, mate! All we can do now is pray. We're in a world of hurt.
I've had better days.
Time to get ready for the worst. We're in a world of hurt. Oh, looks like the Germans want to see us dead. Well, it's time to get ready for the worst. These Germans are possessed. Lord. Oh my Lord. Looks like the Germans want to see us dead. These blokes turn out to be good fighters. All we can do now is pray. Eat this! Looks like the Germans want to see us dead. We're in a world of hurt. Who taught these Germans to shoot so good?
All right, boys. Who wants a medal for courage?
These Germans are possessed. We had it coming.
Gott im Himmel!
I will lead you to the field of glory!
Gott mit uns!
We're in a world of hurt. All we can do now is pray. Looks like the Germans want to see us dead.
The shame of the Third Reich! All right, boys. Who wants a medal for courage? I will lead you to the field of glory! Want to play Katze und Maus? I'm the one for the party!
Command has just radioed in, reporting that a large group of Allied tanks has been sighted heading for the town. German reinforcements are on their way. However, if the Allies are not held back now, then the town will be lost to the enemy forever.
Now is pray. These blokes turn out to be good fighters.
I will lead you to the field of glory!
Lord, pint. All we can do now is pray.
Right, boys, who wants a medal for courage?
Gott mit uns!
We're in a world of hurt. The Germans want to see us dead.
This one's think this beats the fireworks on Guy Fawkes.
Catch! It's time to get ready for the worst. The Germans want to see us dead.
soldier would rather die than miss the attack. Charge! Gott im Himmel! Want to play Katze und Maus?
Not until March 1945, in collaboration with the Russians, did the Allies finally break the formidable German war machine. Wittmann and his men had become legends. They had begun with only a handful of tanks, defeated an entire Allied tank division, and severely hampered the enemy's efforts in Villers-Bocage. Despite losing several of their soldiers, and with only one tank which had broken down, they endured against overwhelming odds, recapturing the Tiger and single-handedly securing the town. This was a major setback to the British, who were unable to reach Caen until July 8, a whole month after they had planned to. Even though they had hold of the strategic Villers-Bocage, they were twice humiliated and driven back, unable to storm the village, and by just a handful of German heroes. This brilliance, courage, and determination bought the Germans some much-needed time, allowing them to extend the resistance and stop the Allies at the Rhine in the autumn.